Now, what I have learned over the years with steaks, and steaks have been like a staple in my family from my mom and my dad, who can throw down some fried steak. The seasoning of steak is so important. But I have learned throughout the years that less actually better. And to my surprise, only three seasonings make the steak juicy, so flavorful. Listen, just try it. And I know some of you might be like, well, wait a minute now. I gotta have my Lawry's, I gotta have my onion powder, I gotta have all. And okay, that's fine. But just try this one time, and I guarantee you it's gonna be hard for you to go back to the way things used to be. All right, so these are the three. Ready? Salt. I love using my kosher salt. Pepper. And garlic powder. That's it. Now, I struggle with giving you guys how much, mainly because everybody's, especially when it comes to the salt. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you all what I do as if you all were not here. Normally I try to measure it and I try to let you know the measurings, but today we're just gonna go on the fly. I wanna say, I don't know, depending on how many steaks you have. I actually have 2, 4, 6. I have 6 steaks here. So obviously your measurements are gonna be different. But start with the garlic powder on. Do not be afraid of these seasonings. Do not be afraid, okay? Obviously, if you have a bigger steak, you need to put a little bit more. I have ribeyes here, boneless ribeyes, and I like them thin. So I actually had my older son cut them for me because he kept his thick, because that's just what he do, and that's okay. But I like mine thin. My husband's like his thin, so you know, it totally is up to you. All right, so I was just talking, and see, this is what I do. All right, this is where you you're gonna have to gauge. Make sure it's, I don't know, what was that? Probably a 1/4 teaspoon maybe per steak. Try that, okay? That one got a little bit more. But you want to make sure, now this is a beautiful part about the kosher salt. The kosher salt brings out the flavor of your meat. It does. And I actually learned that when my husband and I went to a cooking class. Now this one's a little bit thicker, so I'm putting a little bit more. I think if you really can't go too wrong if you're not going risk crazy. Like if you're just like, you know, going for it, yeah. But if you're just getting a little pace like that, you'll be all right. Okay, so, and then we flip. I don't spray them with olive oil or any oil. You don't need to do that. I just put the seasoning on. Now, if you want to marinate them, you can. Now there is, and I did do a marinade one time with steak. Oh gosh, that steak was unforgettable. It was really good. And I did use a little bit more seasoning. And I'm not saying this is the only way to do your steak, but if you just want something real quick and real simple, this is the way to go, okay? Do your little, Make sure it's fully covered. This is your garlic powder, okay? Yeah, all right. We like garlic powder around here. All right, pepper, depending on how much pepper you want. I mean, literally, I feel like these are just, I don't know, a 1/4, a pinch, who knows. All right, maybe one day I'll actually measure it and then I'll let you guys know, maybe. Okay, and then again, you just wanna make sure it's coated, not fully coated, but every piece has some salt on there. I'm using the big flakes, the big kosher salt flakes. This one I gotta turn this way. My wrist action wasn't working right there. Okay, and then my older sons, because he wanna be different. All right, so we're gonna go out to the grill. I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, we're about to put the steaks on the grill. Now, with your grill, try to set the temperature to 450. Of course, it's gonna be a little bit higher with the lid closed, but you'll be all right. As of right now, mine says 500, but you turned it down. so you'll be fine. Also, before you turn on your grill though, make sure you spray it with some sort of grill spray so that the steak does not stick to the grill, okay? Before I put the steaks on, we're also having corn, grilled corn, yes. So I'm gonna be putting my corn on because I cooked my corn for a whole hour on the grill. We washed it and we wrapped it in foil. We don't put any butter or any seasoning or anything on it, and it is delicious. My kids love this corn on the cob. It's kind of now the only way we do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these on first. Now after the steaks are done, then I'm gonna probably move the corn down because I actually like mine nice and with a little bit of brown on it. Okay, so now we're going to take our steaks and we're gonna cook our steaks for 7 minutes on each side. Now depending on the type of, and that makes it a medium rare, so you have a little bit of pink. But if you want well, then I say leave it on about 9 minutes each side. Start with this big one here. So we're going to set it for 7 minutes and then we'll be back. All right, so you want to cut just to see where it's at, if it's where you want it to be for your particular meat. This one's a little, because it's thicker, we're gonna leave it in just a little bit more. I'd say maybe a few more minutes because we want it a little red, but you don't want this blood. Okay, you don't want that. Go ahead and bring these corn from down. And we'll be back. Okay, so I took the steaks off the grill. I took them off a little early because depending on the type of grill you have, my old grill, we can leave it on for 7 minutes. Newer grill, it's cooking a lot faster. So you always have a knife with you out there. You can always cut it and just see if it's the color that you want it to be. And so I'm gonna cut through here and just do a taste test. So it's a little red, which is what I want, but it's not running blood, which is how I like it. The flavor is really good. It's very tender. I'm really happy with it. Okay, so now stay tuned because I'm going to do potato salad. Alright, we are about to do Nanny's potato salad. So what we have, I have about 10 russet potatoes. Did I say that right? Okay. We have about 10 russet potatoes, 6 stalks of celery, and let me tell you now, I did not measure because Nanny, which is how my children call my grandmother, Catherine, she did not measure. It's about taste. Sorry, but we have about 2 green bell peppers, a half of an onion, and 5 eggs, and then we have our salt, mayonnaise. Do not do Miracle Whip, okay? All right, now we got that out the way. And do not do mustard, okay? All right, and then we have sweet relish, all right? So I have cut up the potatoes, all right? And now we're going to add, I'm just gonna add a little bit of celery, probably, I don't know, that's probably like 4 stalks right now. And I'm really big on tasting, so I love to taste the bell peppers and the sweet relish. Like, those are probably the things that I'm gonna have to eventually add more of. And I think I have a little bit more potatoes than my grandmother used to have. So we're gonna see a little bit of onion. I'm just putting a little bit of onion in. All right. Go ahead, and she taught me to smash the eggs. I'm sure my kids are wishing they can do this part. Actually, she didn't have me smash them. My grandmother used to have me cut these bad boys. It's coming back to me. But you can smash them. I think she's done it both ways. Okay, so we're gonna cut off 5 of our eggs, boiled eggs. And you can find out how to boil an egg. You can Google it if it's something you're not familiar with. All right. And then relish, sweet relish. And she always used to tell me, add as you go along. So don't put too much, because you can always, it's always better to add than it's kind of impossible to take away. And then we'll do our mayonnaise. I have no idea how much mayonnaise. I can kind of tell by how it looks if it's right and how it tastes. A little bit of salt. Now she normally used to use regular salt, but I do kosher. All right, I can tell you now this is not enough mayonnaise in here because we have a lot of potatoes. I'm feeding 6 people, so I want to make sure we have enough. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and add more mayonnaise now because, yeah, definitely. Smells amazing. It's bringing back memories. My grandmother passed away last August, so it hasn't even been a year yet. And I wanted to honor her. And I think that's probably why these videos mean so much to me, because I can talk about this without crying. I talked about it to God this morning and I got a lot of tears out, so I should be okay to talk about it now. But just how so many memories I have of my grandmother was in the kitchen. And she would call me and she said, TiaMarie, or Marie girl, that's what she called me. And she would have me taste it. And she would say, now you know I can't serve this until you taste it. And there would be times that I was like, but I'm playing. But she would, you know, or I'm watching TV. And then after a while, as I got older, it was an honor for her to ask me to taste it. It was as if she knew that I had a gift. So I appreciate it. So I'm probably gonna be making potato salad every Memorial Day and Labor Day to honor her, because it was the dish that taught me about taste buds, because there's so many different flavors in here. And I knew, and she would actually test me with this. She would say, now what does it need? And then I'll be like, a little bit more pepper. She's like, good. So it was like she was training my taste buds. So I'm gonna do that with my children as they get older. But I gotta make it for them first so they know what it's supposed to taste like. All right. So I can look at it and kind of tell what it needs more of. But we're gonna go ahead and taste. We're good on the celery. I think we might even be, let's do a little bit more onion, just a little. I knew we needed more of this. I can look at that. Definitely need more relish. We're gonna go ahead and start with that. See where we're at. And it needs more salt too. It's very colorful. All right. You want to make sure you get it mixed really good, so that so that you don't put a chunk of mayonnaise on somebody's plate getting there. Need more mayonnaise. It's a little too dry for me. All right. So this is pretty much the process. You don't have to sit and watch me do the whole process if you don't want to. But this is pretty much it. And you get it to where it's delightful for you. And honestly, so we would serve it as soon as it's done. But I used to love it the next day. Oh my goodness, yes. As I do most of my food. The next day, it's just something about it next day. But it's, you know, it's still good. Obviously, it's nice and fresh the day that you make it. All right, let's see here. A little bit more relish. It's very close, very, very close. All right. Woo! Take some work. I don't know why I'm using this one. That one right here. I think this thing on its way out. I feel like it's getting loose, but hopefully it'll hang in there for me so I can get this done. Okay, so it looks like I used about 1.5 bell pepper, about 4 stalks of celery, 1/4, if that, of the onion. It looks like 1/2 jar of mayonnaise. This is 30 ounce, and then I'm about 1/2 jar of 10 ounce of the sweet relish. All right, we were really close, so let's see where we're at. Yes, we have arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! This is so good. So this is Nanny's potato salad. It is absolutely delicious. Yeah, it's good. It's good. And the thing is, you have to do it, make sure you taste test twice. You want to make sure your taste is consistent. I think maybe you can use a little bit more salt. Just a little bit, and I have no idea how much salt I put on here. No idea. Very little. Very, very little. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in a bowl. We're going to get our corn off the grill. The only thing that I didn't make was the baked potato, what do you call this thing? Baked beans. My mama can make some good baked beans, and I might try to get her recipe for it one time and go ahead and make them. But I don't know, with baked beans, I think Bush home-style baked beans are really, really good. I just like Bush baked beans, period. I don't know, baked beans are just not the star of the show for me. So I'm like, I could do without them. But I've had some baked beans that are quite amazing. Absolutely they are. But as of today, we're just gonna do our steaks, our corn, and baked beans. And then we have some macaroni and cheese left over from the other day. Throw that on here. So anyway, all right, here we go. I put the salt. That's it. Yes, Lord. And let the church say amen. Woo! All right. See, I love me some potato salad. Don't you bring no mustard in this potato salad. Do not disrespect the potato salad, okay? Okay, and do not do Miracle Whip. You would please follow these instructions and you will thank me. All right, I'll see you in just a second. From my family to yours,
Happy Memorial Day!
If you like more videos like this, please make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, She Is a Cook. Click the bell so then you'll be notified for more amazing videos just like this one.